Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from the Daily Signal dated March 26. It says, "Warning, terrorist threat to U.S. has not been at this level for decades," expert says after ISIS attack in Russia. So I am recording this a few days after this article came out, and of course after this particular attack in Russia, which was awful. No matter what you think about what's going on over there, that's still an awful thing. So let's see what this says, and let's see how much Joe Biden has effed us, because that's what he does. It says the Islamic extremist group ISIS took responsibility for a terrorist attack in Russia on Friday that left nearly 140 people dead. The deadly incident is one the United States should take extremely seriously, according to national security expert Robert Greenway. The deadly attack confirms that the level of threat to the United States from terrorist attack has not been at this level for decades. Greenway, a former member of the National Security Council and director of the Center for National Defense at the Heritage Foundation, told the Daily Signal podcast. It says the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan provided ISIS with the opportunity to regain strength, according to Greenway. The predictable outcome of the withdrawal, Greenway says, was that our terrorist adversaries in Afghanistan would exploit $83 billion of equipment and infrastructure left behind and resurrect the capability to conduct operations abroad. Yeah, we left so abruptly from Afghanistan that we left $83 billion of military equipment behind, and you think, like, these guys aren't going to figure out how to use that? I mean, even if people think of them as, like, 6th century cavemen, it's like you don't think that there's other groups of people that they could call in that align with them politically, at least against the United States, and they can just go, hey, can you teach us how to use this? And yeah, I mean, that's basically kind of what's been going on. I mean, not necessarily that, but like they figured out how to use the equipment. So good job, Joe Biden. It says now with thousands of illegal aliens crossing our southern border daily from all over the world, America's open borders could constitute a grave threat, he said. And I don't understand like how somebody couldn't see that. Like if we just have our borders open, like nobody went to whoever's in like Mayorkas and was like, dude, that means like literally anybody could come in the country. Like we can't vet these people. There's just not the ability to do that. So that obviously means very bad people are coming in, and we're seeing, regular citizens being murdered by these folks pretty much daily at this point. It's like you don't think people that are worse than that are going to come in, people looking to create like another 9/11. You don't think that's a possibility? Like, really? Okay. So Greenway joins the podcast, and the whole rest of the article is basically this podcast, so I'm trying to extend it a little bit to get it over a few minutes of a video, but just to kind of illuminate to you that, like, again, heightened terrorism threat is a thing. So it says Greenway joins the podcast, and not only explain how ISIS regained the strength to carry out an attack in Russia, but also why the terrorist group targeted the authoritarian nation. Greenway also discusses why Russian President Vladimir Putin is placing blame for the attack at the feet of Ukraine, and how Russia's state media are reporting the attack. Yeah, he came out and basically was like, oh yeah, Ukraine kind of did it, and even though the terrorists are like, no, we're part of ISIS, and ISIS even released video of these guys, like, from their official channel, or whatever it was, saying like, oh yeah, like showing like these are those guys, and it was like, yeah, it clearly wasn't Ukraine, but he's trying to ratchet up the offensive against them. But that's really the end of the article. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of illustrate that this is still a thing that's going on. The terrorist threat level is very high here. We've heard Christopher Wray on Capitol Hill, that's the FBI director, in case you don't know, say a number of times already that the threat level is very high, and yet our administration just doesn't seem to care. They're just like, whatever, people need to die, Great policy you guys have. So can we please vote Biden and his utterly incompetent anti-American administration out of office in November? Can we please do that? I mean, your choices now are basically between safety or not. And let's not pick the or not part. Anyway, that was it. I'm done. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.